They did it, guys. They did it on a Monday night under the brightest lights. The Jacksonville Jaguars went toe to toe with the Kansas City Chiefs and won. And this Jacksonville Jaguars isn't like your regular Jacksonville Jaguars that you know about. I know a lot of people when they were watching this game, 14 down against the Kansas City Chiefs, everybody was thinking, same old Jags. Nah, this isn't the same old Jags. This team has heart, this team has resilience, and this team is for real. What's going on, everyone? This is Jag Central, and I hope you're all doing well. The Jacksonville Jaguars are 4-1 on the season. Let that sink in. Like, they are tied for first place in the AFC South. They are tied for the best record in the AFC, and they are tied for the best record in the NFL. And if we're being brutally honest, if it wasn't for that dumb PI call on Travis Hunter against the Bengals, this team would be undefeated at 5-0. And this is the first time the Jags have beaten the Chiefs since 2009. It's the first time they've been 4-1 since 2007. And this win isn't just a win. This is a statement win from Liam Cohen and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this game was absolutely epic. And then let's look at the top line takeaways that I'll usually do. There's three massive takeaways for me. The first is this team has learned how to win these gritty, close games. Like, after going down 14-0, I know the whole world that was watching was thinking, this is the same old story, same old Jags. They're not good enough. They're going to bottle it. They're not as good as they seem and whatnot. But this team has a different kind of heart. For years, we've watched the Jacksonville Jaguars lose one-score games. We've seen them go into prime time and get smoked against the Bills last season. But now, 3 weeks in a row, against the Texans, the 49ers, and now the Chiefs, they found a way to win. Against the Texans and the 49ers, the defense found a way to win. Against the Chiefs, it was the offense. And that's, for me, a mark of a truly good team. Second, Trevor Lawrence, I feel like, was a hero and also his own worst enemy. He literally put the team on his back with his legs for 3 total touchdowns, a few clutch scrambles that kept us in the game. But we also have to be honest as well. Like, he was responsible for almost all the offensive penalties, the delay of games, the illegal forward passes. Those are just mental mistakes that a franchise QB has to clear up, because he's definitely a huge reason why we won, but he's also a reason why it was kind of so close in the first place. And by the way, I actually talked about this very potential in my last video about why this offense was ready to explode. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I'll mark it somewhere here so you guys can click it and watch it later. The third, the offensive explosive plays are back. Like, remember in the last video, or the video I literally just talked about right now, where this team had 0 deep completions through the first 3 weeks, but this was different. On the biggest stage, this completely flipped. Like, the big plays we've been begging for showed up in the most critical moments. Travis Hunter with a huge 44-yard catch. That was, for me, the highlight of the game, until Brian Thomas Jr. in the final drive has that massive 33-yarder catch on the final drive. He literally caught that between 2 guys, and that was an amazing pass by Trevor Lawrence. Because any less error on that would have been intercepted. Any extra, it would have been intercepted by the other defender, the safety that was closing in. And this game was definitely where we've shown like the game-changing potential of this passing offense. So let's basically kind of go into the flow of the game quickly. Like, the first quarter was a nightmare start. Like, 2 3-and-outs in a row, and I was thinking, damn, like, this offense I've been talking about, saying they're gonna turn a corner, they're doing well, rushing the ball, etc. All they have to do is fix up on the penalties and blah blah blah. They go out and have 2 3-and-outs, and I was thinking, oh my, this is not looking good. The next thing is the Chiefs go up 7-0, and I was thinking, damn, all right, cool, that's fine. We're gonna get the ball back and we're gonna basically do something. But the second quarter, it got even worse before it even got better, because we drove all the way to the 1 yard line, and then on a fourth and goal from the 1 yard line, Trevor fumbles the ball on the sneak. The Chiefs take the ball 97 yards on the other way, and they go up 14-0. And at this point, I was literally just thinking, is the game over? Because the offense isn't clicking, the defense isn't basically don't have any answers for the Chiefs, and I know the whole world was watching and thinking, yeah, this is like a waste of time, same old Jaguars. But right before the half, Trevor leads a massive 8-minute drive. That for me, apart from the last drive in the game, this drive was so methodical. This is where we start to click, and it was capped off with a touchdown to Parker Washington, and this kind of gave us hope going into the half, where we went down 14-7. The third quarter is where everything changed for me. The Jags came out, immediately scored to tie the game at 14, and then this is where the play of the year, for the defense, Devin Lloyd steps in front of a Mahomes pass at the 1 yard line, and at this moment I was thinking, damn, the Chiefs are about to go up 21-14, and Devin Lloyd grabs that, takes it to the house, 99 yards for a pick six. And I wish I was in the bank there, because it must have been absolutely electric, because you could hear it on TV. And just like that, the Jags went up 21-14. And the fourth quarter was just an emotional whiplash. It literally started with Trevor Lawrence throwing an interception. But for me, that wasn't his fault. That should have been called a PI call. The defender takes out Parker Washington, who was the intended target. And the Chiefs get the interception. And the Chiefs go on and tie the game 21-21. The Jags answer with a long field goal to take the lead, 24-21. But then this is where Mahomes does what he does, and this is what I was kind of scared of going into the game, and also when that drive started. I think they started this drive with about 7 minutes left on the clock, and he literally drained the clock all the way to just under 22 to under 2 minutes left. They go up 28-24, and at this moment we're thinking, damn, we've got just under 2 minutes to basically get a touchdown, but this team, it felt different, but this team is just different, and they showed it tonight. Trevor Lawrence literally takes the field of the game on the line, and it was a chaotic drive by Trevor Lawrence. On the first thing, he has a run for 5 yards, then he takes a sack, then 2 incredible strikes to Brian Thomas Jr. to De'Ami Brown, and then he has a screen pass to De'Ami Brown, and now we're on a third down. And then what happens is Trevor Lawrence, what he usually does, he takes a delay of game. Now it's 3rd and long, and at this point he sets up a game-ending interception, but that was called as a pass interference, and that literally gave us new life at the 1 yard line. And then the play, Trevor takes the snap, trips over his right guard, falls to the ground untouched, gets back up, and scrambles into the end zone for the game-winning touchdown. Unbelievable. It was a beautiful finish to the game. And for me, this incredible win just kind of leaves me with some big questions. Number one, is this officially the turning point for the passing game? I don't think this might have been the best passing game, because I feel like the team still could have done better, but Trevor was finding these guys down the field. They came up huge with contested catches. So this is exactly what we kind of needed from the offense. But the rushing attack wasn't as good, because Trevor Lawrence led the team in rushing. But also, in terms of the passing game, we kind of shown that this is the potential that we have. So at the moment, I don't feel like this team is, how can I say it? They are not fully complete, because they've shown moments, because the first few games the defense showed they're elite, then the special team took over against the 49ers, and then today the passing offense played really well. But this kind of leads me into the second question, can Trevor Lawrence clean up the mental mistakes? As great as he was today, the delay game penalties and the illegal forward pass are unacceptable, because he literally does the illegal forward pass. I think he's probably the quarterback that does it the most. Those mistakes kept the Chiefs in the game. And to be elite, I feel like as a franchise QB, you have to eliminate those self-inflicted wounds, because outside of the Jaguars, I feel like the Chiefs are the team that I've probably watched the most, because they're always in the playoffs, they're always in the Super Bowl, they're always in the AFC Championship game, so you get to see more of those quarterbacks, especially Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. You usually see them on prime time, and I feel like they hardly ever have self-inflicted penalties, for example, delay games, illegal forward passes, and I feel like that's something where Trevor Lawrence needs to clean up. One thing that he's definitely cleaned up for me, even though he did it in this game, is fumbling, because prior to that fumble, or prior to the season, he actually still leads the league since 2023 for fumbles, but he hasn't fumbled this season. But Trevor Lawrence, I really think that he needs to clean up some of these mental mistakes, and it's nothing to do with his talent. It's just literally just mentally. And the third question is, are the Jaguars officially elite contenders? I feel like they've beaten the 49ers, they've beaten the Kansas City Chiefs, and people will say, oh, you've beaten a injured 49ers, but they went to the Rams and beat the Rams with an even more injured team. So if you go back to back beating the 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs, you can't do that unless you're one of the best teams in the league. I want to know what you guys think. Has this team earned the elite label? But we just have to see, because for me, it's only 5 games into the season. We want to be seeing this type of performances or these type of wins later in the season and in the playoffs. The Jags are currently 4-1 after that massive primetime win. So next we have the Seattle Seahawks. They're sitting 3-2 and they'll be playing really good football this season. So this definitely is going to be a classic test of maturity. We're coming off a big emotional win of the year, and the question is, are the team going to be able to focus, protect home turf against another quality opponent? Great teams don't have a letdown after a big win. They handle their business, and this will be another battle. So I really want to see the Jaguars go out against the Seattle Seahawks and win that game. But that's my breakdown of a legendary Monday night. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.